How young is too young to go to fitness classes, do you think? Like a boot camp?
And why do you ask,
I'm
Stephen?
just asking
I'm
the
asking
question.
you.
I mean, how young?
I think 3 or 4. I don't know. What are you talking about?
So you think it's acceptable for 3 or 4-year-olds to go along to a fitness
Juveniles
camp?
that transgress, you think should go to boot camp?
No, I'm talking about
I tell you who
just
should go to
normal
boot
children.
camp. The parents should go. And if we're going to bring in licences, one to breed would be good. I'd like to be the tester on that.
There's a suggestion this morning that preschoolers are being sent to fitness boot camps by their parents because they're time poor and they don't have time to take their kids for a run around the park with a dog. What would you think about that?
That's fair enough, Stephen. That's
Lauren-
like going to a boarding school.
Lauren Gilchrist is the owner of 3E Fitness, joins us on the line. Morning to you, Lauren.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Well, thanks. Is that right? Children as young as 3 years old?
Yeah, I've got a class called Little Legends at my fitness centre, which caters for kids 2 to 5. Those ones the parents do tend to come along in, though. We're just creating opportunity for kids to get involved in physical activity. Today's society is really, really sedentary, so giving them an opportunity and a place that they can go for some activity just to get them moving.
I can't imagine, Lauren, meeting a sedentary 2-year-old. If you had a sedentary 2-year-old, you'd be celebrating.
It does work the other way as well. I have some parents that say, please run them so hard that we get tired and they go home and actually have a nap. So it does work both ways as well. But it's just about providing those opportunities, because if they don't get them, if they are watching TV, some children will watch screens, whether it's TV, computer games, whatever, for three hours or more a day. So we're just really combating that.
And in all seriousness, how often do 2 and 3, and how often do people go to these camps a week? Once a day? Every day?
No. Mostly of them just come once a week. They just come along. It's sort of, in the scheme of things, it's just one day of their physical skills. So they might do swimming one day. They might come for their exercise class,
Very good idea.
Yeah. So it's just about getting them out there and having a go. Because if they miss out on these physical activity experiences when they're young, they're going to turn into, teenagers that are inactive because they haven't had the opportunity to develop important skills, running, catching, throwing. If they can't do those, which they develop, throughout these years, they're not going to play the sport, and then they drop out. And
why wouldn't mum and dad do it at home, though?
Because their mum and dad are not interested. They have never had a licence to breed, and they treat their kids like dogs.
But if
they lose interest in them.
They weren't interested, they wouldn't be sending them to Lauren. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't be doing anything.
No, they'd be.
The point I'm making is, why wouldn't mum and
hands.
dad do the exercise with the children? Lauren, why do they need you when they can just do it themselves?
Because they've got no discipline.
That confidence. Yeah, they don't have the confidence in their own skills and abilities either. I know a lot of ladies and mums that are, they're a little bit uncoordinated, or they don't enjoy physical activity as much. They see it as a chore. So we want to create a positive environment.
There must be some fiscal constraints. How much is it to send your child along to you once a week?
No, it's only $10 a session.
Oh.
So it's very, very affordable, just to make sure kids are getting out there. I'm really quite passionate about this, about bringing activity to the children, because, Australian children are now among the largest in the world. So giving them an opportunity and teaching them the skills that's going to encourage them to be active right on into their future is so important. So that's where I'm coming from, and that's sort of my
extremely good idea, Lauren.
Thank you very much.
Let Lauren have the last word, please.
If anyone wants to find out a bit more, obviously the website's there, 3efitness.com.au.
Good on you, Lauren. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Lauren Gilk, you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, you've been looking at me with that quizzical look